again, wow. Wow. And I am embarrassed because of this. So, y'all really know me. I fight not sometimes, I repeat, not sometimes, but most times with my Nonna. Surprisingly, I did a speech on her today saying how she is my hero. She is in her own way. Like, keep in mind, she's been there for me. She's clothed me. She's bathed me. Yeah. But there are some times where she shows her true colors. You know what I mean? I was watching this guy today where some girl of his that he dated in freshman year created a rumor that he raped her. Okay? That was her true colors. And then the guy, he started to lose feelings for her. Can't blame him. Because she was showing her true colors. As in, like, who she truly is and what she's all about. Even I've shown my true colors as well. Even with friends, family, even in my relationships. But I've never really had a successful relationship, and this is why. And we all, if you look at the yin yang symbol, I'm actually working on the Eye of Pa something. My friend actually said that the symbol is funny. It's not supposed to, like, be funny. It's just symbolic. I mean, if you think it's funny, sure, that's your opinion. I guess it's funny. I don't think the word is funny. I guess the word is unique. Because it's Egyptian culture. So, this one rumor that this ignorant ass bitch made about him in school ruined his whole high school life. Like, he probably didn't get any pussy, he probably didn't have any friends, so on and so forth. Reason being for that was that one fucking rumor that ignorant ass bitch spread about him. And that was a little inappropriate for me to say he didn't get no pussy. I mean, if I heard that coming from a guy in other people's mouths about a guy that raped a girl, shit, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. You know what I mean? But it turned out not to be true. And then there's a quote about spreading rumors and all that. I mean, I know I'm going all over the place. I'm mixing apples and oranges, but this is sort of related. The worst rumor, me being a pothead, was true. I, again, drug addict, and this is why. The worst rumor that was spread about me in high school was that I had sex with my father. I shit you fucking not. Some ignorant ass cunt made up a rumor that I had sex with my father. When I told her that I sent her the text because she said, "Why aren't you texting me back?" I said, "I'm helping my father out with something. I'll get back to you in a minute." And then she said, "Oh, well, what are you doing? Helping your father and you guys are fucking?" Something like that. I looked at it confused and I thought, what? What? This is what I mean by people don't forget. This shit happened 7 years ago. 7 years ago. My freshman year, 7 years ago. And I never forgot it. And God, I hope karma gets that bitch so fucking good. I hope and pray every time I sit at my kitchen table. Actually, I gotta make coffee. drink my coffee, have something to eat, something. I fold my hands up, grab my rosary, say it, and pray to all God in eternity that that cunt burns in fucking hell for all I care. I pray. Now getting back to my Nonna, and this actually happened today. I've grown up with her and having parents that give tough love. I've always figured that my Nonna was always angry. She was mad at the fact that my dad's an addict. She was mad at the fact that my mom's an addict. She was mad at the fact that she's a widow and her husband died. She was mad that I was such a lousy kid in school. She's probably mad over the fact that I support LGBTQ. She was mad at the fact that I was a liberal and Democrat for years. I was on the left instead of the right. I changed to the right when I started figuring out all this bullshit. And Kamala Harris, Jesus, don't get me started on her. Don't get me started on her. Even Joe Biden, sleepy fucking Joe, get the fuck out of here. Really. I don't even know where to start. She was just mad at a lot of things. Me, my father, and we had a big house down the street from where I live. She wasn't mad with anything to do with the house, but I feel like now she's mad at the fact that she's not herself, can't walk. Her surgery didn't end up turning out how the way she wanted it. She's mad about the fact that 3 of us are living in kind of a small house. Like, people come here and they say how big my house is. Because, yeah, some houses are smaller, some houses are bigger. But we downsized. I consider my house where I live, because my dad's room, well, we call it the guest room, because my dad, for some reason, he likes to sleep on the couch. That I don't understand, because I only sleep good on the couch when it's scalding hot. Like, scalding hot outside. I'm pretty sure last summer I slept on the couch like for 7 days straight, and my Nonna said, don't sleep on the couch anymore because your father. And I was like, whatever. That I don't get. My dad's room is pretty small. Like, it's 2 foot by 2 foot, whatever. I don't really know. All I know is that it's pretty small. Even my bedroom, like, I have a walk-in closet, yes, but I've seen, like, bigger walk-in closets. My walk-in closet, like, I don't know if it's because I'm a hoarder, but there ain't shit on my fucking floor. I can guarantee you, I am not a fucking hoarder. I mean, I have, like, trinkets and stuff, but I've seen real hoarders and real overconsumption. I can guarantee you I don't got that problem. But I can also guarantee you that when you walk in, it's not that big of a walk-in closet. You just walk in, get what you need, and out the door. You don't have to, like, it's not a museum. Like, I felt like my last house I lived at that I grew up in, I felt like it was a museum. Why my Nonna and Papa bought the house is because my Nonna thought that she was going to have more kids. And after my father, she, for some reason, couldn't conceive anymore. There was another rumor about that, and I actually felt bad for her. There I felt bad. And yada, yada, yada. But it's like, it's all the bullshit that I've been thinking about growing up, and these memories just go through my head. Like, I just lay there sometimes at college to, like, relax when I have, like, that hour break. Or I lay down in my room for, like, hours just thinking, oh, my God, I had it good, but there are some things that just, like, really catch me off guard and turn me off about, like, my parents and just some people. But this is what's not a flex, like, what is not good, in other words. I asked my Nonna the other day if she grew up with, I never met her parents. If her parents hit her or there was violence in the house. I asked her that in the car when she was driving me to school. She said, yes, her father has pushed her. Her mom has hit her. I said, you know what? This explains everything, because what you learn as a child, it'll eventually come out in adulthood. And I have grown up with, being spanked as a child, because some people believe that they deserve it. But I've come across times where I felt like I didn't deserve it. What are you going to do? Smack me across the face because I simply told you the truth? Really? And she says that I do that when in reality she does it. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're a literal fucking hypocrite. You're really going to raise your hand to somebody all because they say something either you don't like or it's the truth. You're a hypocrite. And this is what really bothers me, is when I told somebody, I actually told the professor this at school, what she does and what she's all about, saying she's tougher than she looks. I even told my dad this, and I said I'm scared of her because she's nuts in the head, and she spat on me before too. Of course, I forgot that because I tried to. Shit. And people wonder why I drink and do all the things I do, because this is just so fucked up. I said I'm scared of her because, yeah, I am. The fuck? Like, you're crazy. People think she's crazy. I've counted, well, I actually can't count because I've never done it. I've never stooped down to a level where I've spat on somebody. That's just downright disgusting. And I've been spat on before. It's just downright disgusting. I said I'm scared of her, and they said, good. I'm thinking, and this girl said this one time because she had quote-unquote strict parents. You know what I call it? Forget strict. Crazy parents. Mentally unstable. A menace to society. She said it's not a flex if your child is scared of you. Because I'd want my child to love me. And I'm like, preach, right on. Good for you, girl. Good for you. Because I feel the exact same way. If I ever had a child, if I do have a child, I'm actually of age to adopt foster kids. I'm actually of age to be a bachelorette too, because I ain't married. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have anybody. I'm all alone in this. I have friends, yeah, just a few. But they can't come over because anytime I invite anybody over, my nonna or my dad, well, not really my dad so much because, like, he could care less, seriously. He can really give less of a shit. My nonna always has something to say about somebody, and she's a conversation stealer, which I think is rude because it's not your damn company. You know, it's like, how would you like it if I try to be like the spotlight of attention? Because there's this thing I talked about in psychology, the spotlight effect. You could go look it up yourself and it'll explain it. I don't think it's something I would flex on or brag about, saying how your child is afraid of you. I used to even brag about people being afraid of me. Why I would do that and why I felt I had to do that was because the shit that I've just, not only my nonna put through, my dad put me through, my mom, even things that I've done to myself, I've just become like afraid. Like one time when I was at her surgeon, not the hospital, the doctor for one of my Nana's doctor's appointment. We got into it there. More embarrassing memories. She picked up her cane and tried to hit me with it. And I was taught, because I took martial arts for 2-3 years, I was taught to either crouch like this, because I would usually do this, because this is a fear thing, or I would do like this. Like, this is how what we call them, master or whoever, pretty sure you call them, sensei. My sensei said, who's going to look like who's going to get into trouble when you do this or when you do this? Like, close fists shows aggression. When you're like, you look scared. That's how it was, like my cry for help when I did. Because if I put my fists up and try to fight back, I would look bad. But I didn't touch her. I just went like, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's calm down. Let's not make a big thing out of this. The sad part is that I even drove her. And that was my thank you. And this guy I watch, his name is Tom Powell Jr. Love the guy. He reminds me like so much of my dad because they're both Gen X. I'm Gen Z. We all know that. Full on Gen Z, born and raised, Buffalo, New York. I'm a Buffalo girl. Well, woman. Whatever. Born and raised Gen Z. But getting back to him, I just love how he talks about situations and everything. And in regards to his mother, well, she's passed away. I think that's what he said. It's like, parents, I'm telling you this. Do everything. I'm not a parent. Well, I have a dog, but parents, do everything you can to make or have your child love you or have them want to love you. Because the minute they turn 18 or the minute they find roommates, a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, if you treat them like shit growing up, or, hold on, sorry, there was 20% remaining. If you treat them like shit growing up, they're not gonna want nothing to do with ya, because there's something in psychology that I read that it takes 500 I love yous to get rid of one comment saying you're an idiot. Because there's this thing in the brain, if you watch Inside Out, it's your core memory. I don't know the exact part of the brain. I think it's the frontal lobe of the brain where all the memories are stored. Because somebody who's shown their true colors can say, I love you, and then the person's going to think, wait a minute, why all of a sudden are you being so friendly? When my Nana the other day, well, she doesn't really say it too often. She has a funny way of showing it. She says, I do. Get the hell out of here. She said, I love you. And I'm thinking, oh, that's nice. 1 minute later, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound like you. Who are you trying to kid? And then that's that. Just parents, please, do everything you can to make them or have your kids love you. Gentle parenting, I do believe in, but when something's wrong, tell your child it's wrong. Spare the rod, spoil the child, yeah. But I also believe in, I was having a conversation with one of my friends about this. He believes in, and I believe in, you don't raise your hand to a woman, which is good. You know what I really believe? You don't raise your hand to nobody. My dad taught me from the minute I was a kid, well, from the get-go, when I was a child, a kid, He said, Allison, don't have nobody put your hands on you. Ain't nobody. Whether it's a girl or nobody. Ain't nobody put their hands on you. It don't matter what gender. Nobody should put their hands on anybody. It's just not right. And that's it. Take care.